The voyage back had been much faster than going, exactly 3 days and 3 nights. We moored at Marina Mindelo, the only marina in all of the Cape Verde Islands.
Well, we made it. We're moored, but a lot of work to do tomorrow. Galopin is soaked. This water came in everywhere, and it's all in the bilges and stuff. I'm gonna have to dry them out tomorrow, and lots of other stuff. But for now, it's time for a drink. I think I deserve it. And what a trip, man.
Gianni showed me how to tie these motorcycle tires as shock absorbers for my mooring lines. The pull and tug here is rough. While on deck, I saw the damage to my lazy bag. Weather is hard on the material here. I'll have to get that fixed. See here how the mooring lines get pulled? I doubled the stern lines to hold on to Galopin. We were secure for now, and just look at the view.
Gotta do something about this porthole that's leaking.
The rubber here is cracked. No wonder it's leaking. And a small leak accumulated to a lot of water. I stored my dead iBook here, as well as some Mexican boots I have yet to wear.
Jeez, look how much water is in there, man.
I dried and kept the boots. The laptop is gone. Since we were heeling to port, only one side was wet. About 40 liters wet.
Well, this is a good reason why I'm staying here for a few weeks until I get all this fixed up. You know, this is not good. All this water in there, so... plus it gives me a good opportunity to clean things up. It's no big deal. It's just water. Man, this place is rough, man. I just got up and my stern lines just ripped right off and tore off my electricity to boot, man. Luckily, I had another one of these plugs on hand that I bought when I was in Europe as a spare just in case. And guess what? Just in case happened. Jesus, man. God, love this marina, but this is just too rough. I should go back and anchor.
Paige had suggested we move Galopin here and facing out to the bay. He came over to help take off my boom. Peter next door was busy with his project. He's planning to cross the ocean. I could see corrosion doing its destructive work, and I was afraid that my mainsail sheet would rip right off the boom. So Paige took it to get soldered. A friend of mine had lent me the spot while he was away. I would not be here if it were not for that, because it is out of my budget. In the morning, Paige came back with my boom soldered and reinforced. It isn't the prettiest welds, but they will hold. My motoring light had fallen off, so Paige went up to the mast to reattach it. While he was up there, he noticed my deck light was holding on by only one rivet. He secured it with 4 new rivets and checked other things up there. He's the man.
Me and Paige are starting to remove the ceilings here so we can get to the bottom of the leak, or to the top of the leak. Paige is here just for a few days. He's gonna go off on a commercial ship soon. He got a job. I'm happy for him, but I'm gonna miss him as usual. So...
We deducted that some of the leaks were coming from bolts under the mast. He suggested I go and fetch epoxy resin.
Also taxi a Mercedes. Yes! But in English, yeah.
Just a short taxi ride away, I got the supplies.
I'm here getting the epoxy resin, which we're gonna mix with some sawdust, like Sydney did from my rudder. And we're gonna patch up all these holes and reinforce all the wood there. I'd like to get one of these for Wendy, man. These washing machines. Eso? El catalizator eso? Hacer? Okay. Love these old cars, man.
Back at the boat, Paige brought sawdust to mix in with the resin to create a thickened epoxy.
Paige looks like Denzel. Denzel Washington. Look.
We reinforced the wooden lats that hold up the ceiling. I had been wanting to do that for some time.
Okay, we're almost all done now. We just need to put the screen on the window. Paige has been awesome. Let's hope that there's no more leaks and we stay dry. Sometimes it's cool to do things yourself, but it's even cooler when you get somebody to help. Somebody that's as cool and qualified as Paige is.
Next were the portholes. This one in particular had been leaking. Not much, but enough to be annoying. Again, this was a project I had been wanting to get done. And with Paige's help, it got done. I took another porthole apart. This one had a bunch of salt deposits, and it's the one above the navigation desk. Not a good spot to get a drip. Finally, I used some all-purpose plastic glue to fill the cracks here. Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
This is where Wendy wants to do her little bar, so we're gonna help her out. Already get her some doors here. Kenya. Hola, Luini. So behind here, where there was once a pig, this was a pigsty. Gonna put a little bar area here. She's gonna serve. A couple benches here, a couple little tables, and we're gonna close this off. And hopefully, Wendy will be able to earn a little bit of money and a little cool little bar here. I told her she should make it only for girls. This is Wendy's brother, Eric.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Clear.
Say hola. Hola. He's busy watching some cartoons I put on Netflix for him. And Wendy and Bruno are making us food in her little humble little home here.
Cervejinha, boca de vídeo, olha aqui do nível, lembrar
YouTuber, man.
It's kind of funny to be called a YouTuber, but hey, it's my current profession. Wendy invited me for dinner, as well as her brother Eric, and friends Rafa and another Eric. They prepared dinner on a simple camping gas cooker in her one and only room. And there's always plenty of food to share.
It's that.
Yeah, man,
Well, I got a happy surprise today. My lazy bag is repaired. It was done by our friend Tuga, the sailmaker here. He's absolutely fantastic. He redid my spray hood too. He thought that I should get a new one done, but that was gonna cost around $600, especially for the materials, zippers, and everything like that. The material is like, I heard from 45 to 60 bucks a meter. So, but I said, can you do anything for under 200 bucks? That's all I've got. Can you repair it? And guess what? He did it, and he seems to have done a great job. It looks fantastic, man.
Yes, Tuga is a true pro. Reliable, fair, and fast. There is almost always a good ambience at the marina. My Swedish friend Henrik invited me for a grog. Some nights are special Brazilian themed. Cape Verde is very influenced by Brazil. And a little later in the evening, Wendy came with her mom, Alcinda. After a few drinks, we were talked into going to one of the clubs.
Well, today is a good day to put my reefs and my mainsail back on. I've been waiting around to do this. It's a little bit of a complicated job. It's kind of like a maze puzzle, you know? You have to snake all the lines through the boom, through the right holes and the right positions and right pulleys and all that. So it's kind of a mess right now. I'm on the last line. They've got to thread through the entire boom. I have a whole system that I've been threading. You know, I had a guide that I left in there with Paige. And now I'm almost done. I'm almost on the last one. And then, oh, manage.
Me and Henrik were again talked into going out by the girls. This was a concert by a very popular Cape Verdean artist called Dynamo. As well as he had special guests, Mindelo natives Kitty Bones and Mark Delman. It was a great show. Incredibly, the audience was 3/4 women.
After a fun-filled weekend with music and friends and cool concerts, back to fixing things up for Galopin. One of the main things to fix is one of these line guides that broke. The aluminum one just snapped because here the marina just pulls and tugs and destroys things. So I did a little bit of fiberglassing. That's new for me. And now I'm gonna polish this stainless steel guide that I got from Paige. It's a good deal, custom made, $25. So here we go.
This was the only polishing disc I could find. Not perfect. When I watch Mads of Sail Life and how he perfects everything, I'm slightly ashamed. But hey, it's functional, and that's what matters to me.
I just need to find the right bolts. It's just a little too short. So I'm gonna go to Boat CV, the chandlery here, and they have good inox or good stainless steel products. I don't trust this stuff that you get at the Chinese stores. It'll rust and it'll get nasty. So it costs more, but it's better quality.
I got the right bolts and screws. It may not be pretty, but it's strong, and that's what counts. Next week we'll take a trip with Peter and visit another island. It was great to have you along in this voyage. If you enjoyed your trip, give us a like and subscribe. You really help us navigate better. Me and my boat Galopin promise you a good time every Wednesday, so welcome aboard.